So anyway, so getting back to Darkhawk as as the superhero, I think he is a badass. He has a really cool looking set of armor. How the armor works basically is like I said before. Chris he get finds this amulet, and what happens is he puts the amulet up to his chest, and when he does that, the amulet brings the armor, like the Darkhawk armor, and he transforms into that. And I think that is pretty cool because it's a really fast transformation. And for a lot of superheroes, it's I have to find a phone booth and quickly change into my costume, or I have to rip my shirt off and because I'm wearing it underneath and throw it to the side, or whatever. I have to call in a suit of armor. All he has to do is he just has it on as a necklace around him, and then if something happens, he just puts it up to his chest and boom, transforms in a second. And he's good to go. And another thing I think is really cool is some of the power. Well, he has enhanced strength with it. He gets these glider wings, so he can glide, and then he eventually gets the power where he can fly. He has a claw gauntlet on his right hand. He has infrared stuff in his helmet, and cable claw. So he has some cool gadgets and everything. So I think he is just like a Power Ranger. I think. Um, but one of the things I think is cool is the Darkhawk body is essentially a completely different body than Chris's. So when he transforms into it and he's fighting, a villain, and if he gets injured, he can remove the amulet and he'll transform back into Chris, and then he can put the amulet back to his chest, transform right back into Darkhawk, and he's completely healed and we're like ready to go. It kind of reminds me of how the healing is in like Call of Duty when you get shot a couple times, run away and hide for a couple seconds, and then you're fully healed again. So I think that's pretty cool because a lot of times in comics where someone will get hit really hard, they might be out for the count till the next issue, or this where with Darkhawk he can just run into like around a corner real quick, take it off, put it back in, and he's fully healed and ready to go kick some more ass. So I think that's pretty cool. Another thing I kind of like about Darkhawk itself, and pretty much the whole run itself. Great, I don't have the entire run here. I still have about 10 issues I have to collect yet. Is that we don't learn everything right away. We have to slowly learn everything about the Darkhawk armor, where it comes from, what its powers are from, why it was created, why Chris has it. It's a very mysterious. He's a very mysterious character, and we get to learn as Chris gets to learn because he doesn't know. He just happens to come across this, and he doesn't know where it comes from, and we don't either. So we learn as he learns. And one of the things that I haven't fully got to yet, I don't know if they will eventually say it. I'll have to when I start doing the storylines. I'll have to explain it if it happens. But they constantly tease that when he takes the helmet off, he has a hideous. His face is absolutely hideous, but we never see it, and I think that is so mysterious and so cool. And that's why I do love this comic run, because there are so many mysteries, and you also learn like where a couple of these villains come from, if they're tied to where Darkhawk comes from. We eventually have to learn. Also, we learn why Chris's dad went and left, why he just went and abandoned his family. We eventually do find out, and it does keep you on, does keep you interested, because for 12 issues you're like, why did this guy just go and abandon his family? And yeah, that's a lot of relatable things too in real life, because a lot of people never find out why why a parent left them. Um, I think for the most part, that's a lot of the important things on why I really like Darkhawk. Like, again, it's a super relatable character. Um, Reminds me kind of a lot about myself, except I'm not a superhero. Um, he's badass looking. He has a cool set of powers. Very mysterious. So yeah, that's probably about all I have to say on it. Well, the first story I'm going to cover is probably the first three issues. So obviously, like how he comes across everything in his first like major battle, and then team up or co-starring with Spider-Man. Yeah, so I would say if you're interested, come back for those videos, or if even if you can find the issues for yourself, if you have like a local comic shop that has like old back issues for like a buck or two, and you come across them, I would say pick them up. They're pretty interesting. So, okay, I would say stay tuned for the first video of the story arcs. So, see you then.